Hello. 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 Hello.
Live at the time it was recorded from the spare bedroom in beautiful downtown Southeast Pennsylvania, USA. It's Season 2 of the Josh and AC podcast. This is The Dead End with Josh and AC. joshandac.podbean.com. Follow us on social media at Josh and AC on Facebook, Josh and AC Podcast on Instagram. Visit our YouTube page, Josh and AC Podcast, or send us an email, joshandacpodcast@gmail.com.
Going to be a somber one this evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wondering why we're playing this.
Coming in with the end of an era, that's right. The end of Season 2. Coming at you with episode 52 of the Josh and AC podcast. I'm Josh on this somber day. AC's across the room. I just hope he doesn't leave forever.
You're acting like it's over.
It could be. We're going to go our different ways now.
All right, well, we'll keep it somber. Welcome
this
in, everybody.
This song also goes out to all of our graduates, right?
We gotta make this a little bit more upbeat. All right, welcome in, everybody, to the Season 2 finale of The Dead End with Josh and AC. joshandac.podbean.com. Season 2, episode number 52. For some freaking reason, you all stuck around for 104 episodes, which we are super grateful for. But welcome in. To The Dead End with Josh and AC, joshandac.podbean.com. I don't know if I said that already.
You did.
You know how to find us, but just in case, we go over that shit at the end of the show anyway. So, yeah. So, another action-packed show. I'm going to be yelling at Josh towards the end of it because I got to get up at 4:45 in the morning.
Hey,
to go
we've
to work,
never started a second show at 9:58 at night.
Yeah, well, it's actually 10:01, so your thing must be slow. But
it must be across the room where the time changes.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. Yeah, there's a 3-minute time difference. But anyway, yeah, so we got a lot going on tonight. Another action-packed
night in
and our special announcement for our season premiere next week. So we're excited about this as well. So are you going to just play the whole song?
Yeah, I'm going to. Get yanked down off YouTube.
All right. Well, first things first. So we went sweet on last episode. So we're going to do some savory snacks.
Bitter this time.
Yeah, we're going to go
this
snack.
This is how it feels, AC. As we go on, we remember all the times we've had together. Season 2 ends.
The kids
and
nowadays.
There's 3 now. No, they're like listening to like Jay-Z, Bow Wow, and
there's
shit.
probably some new graduation song.
Yo, you graduated, motherfucker.
Dude, I feel like we were all in tears when this song played at graduation.
Yeah, and now I still cry listening to this song. Life was so great when we were in school.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Now we have to be an adult.
Yeah, I know.
We got a kid.
You get to jerk off in random houses. Actually, it's kind of a lot like being in high school. Lay on different bathroom carpets.
Write that one down. All right, so we're going savory snacks today. Before we get started with the show,
did Heather get a job that it won't interfere with her tan? I never know that was the lyrics of this song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Will
So,
brainy little Bobby become a stockbroker?
These things have taken the internet by storm.
Okay.
I don't know. Obviously, you haven't seen it, but
I must have used an umbrella because I haven't seen that storm.
well, you can ask Amber because they're all over the like the Instapot soup lovers thing.
Oh, okay.
Because people are using them as crackers for like chowders and stuff like that.
Chowder.
But they're limited edition Goldfish Old Bay crackers. They're fantastic. Do you like Old Bay?
I like Old Maid.
All right, try this. I already ate half the box, so more than half the box.
Woo! Very Old Bay-y.
Yep.
Okay.
You don't like them? Josh, just remember what Old Bay tastes like.
Ugh.
Dude, they're so good.
No, 'cause I have flashbacks of like crabs. Not the kind you eat with Old Bay. Oh, yeah, they're terrible. It tastes like cardboard coated in salt.
What you taste in Old Bay is celery salt.
I don't care what it is. It sucks.
All right. I don't know if you're going to like these either.
Great. I bring good stuff.
Oh, by the way, let's give a shout out to Ryan and your niece for eating.
Yeah. All right, move on.
Takis.
No, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, so Ryan messaged us
It's
last
great when
night.
I get a taunting video from my 12-year-old niece.
Yeah.
Watch as I eat Takis. And for those that don't know, it's a rolled-up Dorito that's got like liquid ghost pepper on it. And they're insanely hot.
All right.
What are those?
So I'm going to cover up the
What
name.
does it matter where you bought them at the store?
All right. So these things are fantastic. I don't know if Josh is going to like them. They're made with beans. So they're made with navy beans. They're somewhat healthier of a cheese curl. But they literally taste like mac and cheese.
I prefer the Army over the Navy,
But they're pretty good. They're crunchier. They don't get stale as easy. But you can definitely tell they're different. But I think they're just as good.
smell like feet. Ugh.
They have a funk, like as far as the smell, but the taste is fine. But to me, they're creamy like mac and cheese, too. It's weird.
I don't really notice a difference between them and Jack's.
Oh, really? Well, but so those are about a third less calories. So you can eat like more, Josh.
Those are very good.
You like them? They're
Give me-
fantastic,
Give me
aren't
a
they?
couple bags of them.
You know how much they are?
How much?
They're like $5, like $6. They're expensive,
Give
but
me-
they're good. You want some? Seriously?
Give me half a bag.
Dude, but you seriously want some? I'll get some. I get little bags too.
They're good.
You like those?
Wow.
Take some. Put some on a tray. Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Oh,
They
those
taste
are
like
good.
mac and cheese, and they're
Yeah.
creamy.
Yeah, they're good.
They're creamy like the navy beans make it like a creamy taste when you like get them mushy. They were offering them as like an eat well live well kind of thing at work at one point, like during the holidays, and I literally took like 6 bags and just kept eating them. That's all I ate during the holidays, like during lunch and stuff. I just literally went in the office and ate like 3 of those bags, like 3 not of those bags, like 3 small bags. Yeah, so you get you get about
They're
20,
very good.
you get about like 28 of these in a serving. It's 140 calories, which is 2 Oreos. So that's the equivalent of 2 Oreos.
Wow.
But the difference with this is that they're loaded with protein, so they're a better health value for you.
You mean I don't have to drink my own semen anymore?
Nope. But yeah, I think they're fantastic. They're beans, so it's better for you than eating corn. So
Those are very surprisingly very good.
yeah, so they're Wegmans brand, like mac and cheese curls. They're made with navy beans. So I highly recommend if any of you shop at Wegmans, go for it.
Man, they are good.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you like them.
I'm surprised.
Well, apparently I'll have to keep those around because you'll always eat them.
Yeah, you don't even notice they're like healthy.
No, I kind of taste like the earthiness of the bean.
Yeah.
But I really do. You agree that it tastes like mac and cheese, right? Like Velveeta shells and cheese.
They're good.
Yeah. All right. So, shocker, Josh is picking fights again. Yeah. So let's talk about this, but not to anybody's face. So he's got
So
media muscles right now.
I'd say, Eric, you are my hero for this because Eric kind of does this with marketplace stuff. And so what I've been doing is finding stories, and I'll like just put a condom, not a condom. Oh God, how the hell did that come out of my mouth?
I don't know.
The fuck am I thinking about eating cheese curls and wearing condoms? That's a show name: eating cheese curls and wearing condoms.
Got it.
So
Wait, was it? What was it?
eating cheese curls and wearing condoms.
Okay.
So
That was around the 9-minute mark, so mark that down.
So, like, it's people that are just ignorant and, like, they comment on news stories and they don't even read the story. They just look at the headline and it's like, feds tap wires. And they see that, but they don't see, like, it's for, like, you know, convicted felons and shit. So then everybody's like, oh, my amendment was, you infringing on my amendment rights. Well, the city of Reading put a post up the other day about how they confiscated a whole bunch of, like, stolen four-wheelers and, like, ATVs and shit. And I guess it's from people that they catch riding them on the streets. Now, my first thought would go to, if it's a stolen thing, stolen means it has an owner.
Yeah.
You find the owner and give it back to the owner.
Mm-hmm.
No. The city of Reading put them all in a big dumpster. And then they took it to a big open field, dumped them all out onto a big pile, and had a guy with a forklift bulldozer thingy picking them up one by one and crushing them.
But were they, like, illegally purchased?
Well, no, they were illegally stolen. So they're like, taking these off the street for good. That was the caption. And they had like 3 cops standing there watching this guy pull them out of a dumpster and crush them. And my comment, all it was, I really hope you drained the fluids out of them correctly before smashing them.
Probably not.
In a week, I have 173 likes on that comment. And it opened like 50 other comments after mine. And they were all shitting all over the city of Reading and like how horrible the cops and stuff are, how corrupt everything is. And then I commented, I said, good thing we're worried about this. Meanwhile, how many people were murdered in May in the city?
Yeah.
And that had like 50 likes on it. I love just starting like little brush fires.
You're going to go into Reading and hear, woo!
Whip, 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 whip. Step out of the vehicle. What do I do? Get out of the vehicle now, scumbag.
Just remember, you have to drive through the city limits on 422.
Oh, well. Unless West Reading's waiting for me, I'm good.
No, you drive through
Fuck it, I'll go through
Lancaster Avenue.
I'll go Lancaster Ave and go the long way around, pass by the museum, and then come out West Reading.
That's funny.
But it's like, I love doing that. Like, because people take the bait. Like, it's almost like fishing for morons.
That's why I try to not comment on things or share things, certain things.
That or everybody's offended by what you say.
Right, and that's
oh
why.
my God, how could you? See, you're too, like, you care too much. I don't. I'm
No.
just like, fuck you.
Here's the thing. I've learned that little things, because I have my workplace on there, I can get in trouble if I share the wrong thing or say the wrong thing.
I don't really care.
Because it reflects on my company because of my name being on there. So there is no reason that I need to lose my job over social media. It's not worth it. So I leave it go. But you also got to remember, I'm involved in scouting as well. And
and look what they do there.
Yeah, but they don't need anything worse than they already got. So me doing something stupid on social media isn't going to be like, listen, we nixed something, Josh and I asked Josh politely to remove something from our list tonight just because.
That Weeblo you had sitting on your lap.
No, absolutely not. Scouting friends listen to this podcast, so can you please behave yourself?
My dad used to say, first year we blow, second year you blow.
Yeah.
He's dead, people.
But I did
relax.
ask Josh to remove something because it's just a thing of society. Yeah, so. But it's all about perception, and people get too easily offended. So by not.
Because you're a bunch of fucking pansies.
But by not posting, Josh, by not posting or commenting, you just eliminate it anyway. My dad always said,
I don't care.
every action, there's a consequence.
You're
and
not.
Sometimes it's better just to avoid the situation altogether.
You're not going to kneel on my neck.
Listen. So do you have anything more on that? Obviously, you picking fights. That to me, that's not a big deal. I think you're an instigator. You're very good at instigating. That's what's made us go 104 shows. So
look forward to more in season 3.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I'm sure it's not going to stop. It's going to keep going for sure. So, did you pick any other fights with anybody? I do think that you had every right to comment on. Did you remove the fluid from those? Because they probably didn't. Because they're dumbasses.
You want to bitch at people for littering along 422 and in the city, and they're like, "Oh, everything was disposed of correctly," and then people jumped all over the guy that commented back, like from the city, and they're like, "Sure, it was. What about the fluid in the shocks? What about this?" And I'm like.
So somebody from the city of Reading actually commented back. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you see them drain the fluid from all those?
No. And people were like, you can see it fucking leaking out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Did they ever take the post down? No?
No, I sit back every day and see how many likes I got.
Listen, you should start being a TikTok creator, man.
I don't understand that whole thing.
My sister does. She can be your agent.
And then I got to pay her.
Nah.
Well, let's see if I can find it. See what I'm up to.
By the way, everybody, Matt gave Josh the scanner he needs to purchase for the next time he goes to a NASCAR race.
Oh, here we go. So, my original comment said, I hope the fluids were drained out of them before crushing them. I have 167 likes.
And when did they make this? Like how many days ago?
5 days ago.
Okay.
They had a comment back to me. It said, the fuel was drained prior to crushing. They have 113 laughing emojis to that comment. And then it just goes down here. Oh, yeah, that's why there's a puddle of oil under that ATV.
Well, oil and fuel are different things.
Oh, yeah, I hope you drained the coolant out of them. Somebody said, we got a 2319. Somebody also commented, City of Reading Police Department, you are a bunch of big dicks.
Did they really say that?
Mm-hmm. City of Reading Police Department, just like every other police department, I bet you let all the dope go, though, right? Just because it's revenue that it helps you. You guys claim to protect and serve your community when you're out antagonizing people that you impose laws on. I don't think people on quads and dirt bikes should be on the road either, but I think you guys could carry yourself with a little more professionalism rather than antagonizing people. Bullcrap. Those bikes were piled into a container. There's no way the fluids were emptied before crushing. You guys are y'all a bunch of big fucking morons. Who were these bikes taken from? Well, these are just a couple hours ago these were put on. Did you notify the people who had them stolen before you demolished them?
Yeah, see, they're talking about you.
I guaranteed the motor was still in some of those engines. Look at 34 seconds in the video. You can clearly see some kind of fluid pouring out of the engine of that dirt bike. Somebody has a comment. It says, City of Reading Police Department is a potbelly pig rolling a puddle of mud. I hope the EPA gets on this. Then they filter out some that are too offensive.
Oh, really?
Wow. Like, I literally started a shitstorm with this one.
All because asking if they drained the fluid.
Yep.
You're an asshole, Josh.
Somebody called me Mr. Environment. They said, don't worry yourself, Mr. Environment. Easy way to display the City of Reading lacking intelligence. Somebody agreed with me. You know, it wasn't actually drained out. It's just funny. I'm reading. I didn't even read all these. What are you doing? Besides not from being involved in the show. What are you doing?
I'm waiting for you to finish what you're doing over there.
Well, I was waiting for interaction from you.
You're reading down through your comments.
So, breaking news, Fetterman won.
Oh, really?
Dr. Oz is currently trailing.
Oh, that's everybody must have went and voted now once they saw that he was winning.
He's trailing by 2%. Wait a minute.
All right, are you before you get into vaping, can I talk about something that just popped into my mind?
Go ahead.
So, we were having a comment. I don't know where it sparked from, but it was my family, so my sister, myself, my mom and dad in the car. I think we were on our way to Heisler's. So somewhere we got along the lines of the eggplant emoji. And obviously you're aware of what that means, correct?
The big old purple one.
Yeah. But my father didn't understand what the eggplant emoji stands for.
I mean, you like
so I have to
vegetables.
talk about that, yeah. So I have to address this. So I was looking for it. So emoji symbols with dirty hidden meanings, okay? So just so everybody's aware, the voice of the podcast, my father, does not know what the eggplant symbol and what the peach symbol means. So
Peach means you're from Georgia.
Yeah. So the eggplant. So we're gonna enlighten some folks that may not know what all these things are. So Frank, this may also be new for you as well. So just saying.
Oh, I think Frank has an eggplant. He's Italian.
Oh God, get that. Oh God, I got a 2021.
Frank has an eggplant.
No, I'm just gonna write down the time to clip that one. All right. So
So
we're
that
just
would
gonna
be a great tribute name for our show.
what?
Frank has an eggplant. He's Italian. That would definitely get him to listen.
Yeah. All right. So just wanted to go real quick through some of these just in case, because I want to see if there's other interesting ones here. So obviously we know eggplant is the symbol more. It is more frequently a symbol of male genitalia than it is an actual vegetable. The banana symbol is also frequently used for the same thing. The majority of 18 to 24-year-olds in a survey saw the eggplant emoji as a sexual reference, while those over 25 said it's a vegetable. Definitely, if you're sending somebody eggplant, you got another meeting. You want the D.
Yeah, but
Just saying that.
is that what you do, or do you send out a banana because you like bananas?
I like bananas, so I'd prefer the banana, Josh. So another inappropriate food. This one represents the bottom. So, Josh, this would be the peach. The study found...
Well, that represents a puss.
No, that means an ass. The bottom.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. That's what it does. The study found it was other countries who used it inappropriately, while Kiwis inconsistently saw it as a fruit. So, Australians. So, listen to this. So, fire, this symbol is often used to let someone know they are good looking or hot on social media.
See, somebody sent me that after I fucked him when I was on Tinder. They said my crotch is on fire. And I'm like, what's that from?
I knew you'd take this one. So, what do the 3 water drops mean?
I'm moist.
No. So, that is, yes and no.
Finger me.
No, it's the symbol that can be interpreted as an orgasm. So, when a fist symbol comes first.
What are you, sexed with emojis?
No, listen, I had to bring this up because my dad had no idea, like, there was this whole emoji thing going on here.
Yeah, but I never heard of, like, sexting with them.
All right. So, when you put a fist symbol first, it can take on the meaning of masturbation.
What?
The study found other people saw it as rain with a fist symbol in front.
No.
So, and then there's the smirk face, which I knew was the flirting face, but I also get that as like the wink face too would be flirting. So, Josh, the tongue symbol.
Eat my puss.
Yes. That.
Or lick my butthole.
Well, the symbol is frequently used to hint oral sex. The pointing finger emoji followed by the okay finger, Josh, is...
Finger my butthole?
So it's this one.
Oh, I want to fuck your hole.
Yeah, so it's just known as a sex act. So basically, Dad, those are the most inappropriate ones. I just needed to make sure he understood that. I had to talk about it. I had to address it.
I have a problem.
What?
My dog doesn't text.
Oh, Josh. I'm putting that one down, too, as a possible show name.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. But I just had to bring that up. So
and if I get a fist emoji, this is going to be me on the other end of it.
I just listen. I had to bring it up. Was that not good to bring up on the podcast? Come on.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
But if you notice, like a trending theme, it is for younger kids. I think this is the Snapchat world, like Snapchat, Instagram. But if on Instagram, if you're posting pineapple and peaches or bananas.
I just thought you were a fruit salesman.
And you got the 3 water droplets, you got a problem. You obviously need some attention.
So if you send pineapple, okay symbol, finger in the okay symbol, and then a fist, does that mean you jerk off with a pineapple in your ass?
You're taking this one step in the wrong direction.
Well, I got to figure it out because when I'm just going to start texting you random emojis, and we can like, he sent me smiley face, rice cakes, peanut butter, and Oscar. What the hell's that mean? I think it means he wants to eat rice cakes on your couch while Oscar licks peanut butter off of his ball sack. I don't fuck dogs. Well, I might have fucked a few. I fucked a few dogs. They were pretty gross.
But human dogs.
Yeah. They had faces like dog. Like one of them.
Let's be clear. Josh doesn't.
One of them looked like one of those hairless dogs from China. You know what I'm talking about? The real ugly ones are like, nah. Those?
Josh doesn't have sex with dogs.
No, but I fucked a few train wrecks.
We got to keep the show moving.
I did fuck a few train wrecks.
I had to add that in there. So, all right. So, fun fact, Josh does not like people that vape.
Okay. Let's be clear on this. If you vape with a vape pen, I'm okay with it. If you vape with something the size of a fucking cell phone, it just looks so dumb. Like, I saw people this weekend when I was working, walking down the sidewalk, and you just see them. Like, it looks stupid. Like,
I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all.
Get a vape pen. That's all my thing is. Like, this.
Well, I don't understand why you wouldn't just use a vape pen, except the battery lasts longer. Maybe.
Okay. This looks much more realistic than putting a fucking car battery to your face. Like, I mean, I vape by sticking my head under the covers when I fart. But that's different vapor. They haven't concentrated that.
That's not vaping. That's cyanide.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Me and Amber, we play Executioner. And I say, all right, are you ready to get in the gas chamber? And I fart under the cover and I pull it over her head. And she'll be there. And then I announce a time of death and she stops moving around.
That's so inappropriate.
She always wakes up the next day, but...
That's so bad, dude.
But
so
you
bad.
can picture that, right?
I can picture you actually doing that. All right. Is that all you had to say about that?
It just annoyed me. Because, like, I seen this dude, and he's, like, vaping. And I'm like...
There's obviously a difference between the two. I'd wonder if the other one doesn't have to be recharged. It might just be batteries.
Like, to me, it looks like they have those giant...
Or a bigger cartridge.
I don't fucking know.
Because, like, the vape pens only have, like a 500 milligram cartridge, where those other ones might have bigger tubes in them.
If you bring the batteries, I'll bring the things that go with them.
But
and also, adults that are 18 are still smoking, even though it's 21. But I definitely see kids 18 years old smoking.
I don't know. I just think it looks stupid.
Yeah.
And what if you get the wrong thing and you try to take a call on your vape box? And then you can't hear
It's
them.
not going to work that way, Josh.
And then, like, you're smoking your cell phone. And then, have you ever tried to light a Samsung Galaxy up? The fuckers don't stay lit. And it's like you got the melting metal and plastic.
Can you stop swearing? Because there's a lot of great clips that I can't use them because you got the F-bomb.
Why can't you use them?
Not on Facebook will block it.
So bleep them.
No,
Fuck, shit ass, bitch, whore, dick. Cunt.
It's too difficult to do that.
Yeah,
when you start doing the editing and the social media shit, then you can start bleeping
Fine, I
stuff
will.
out.
All right, here's what I'll do. Every time I talk, I just be like, you know what? I'm so f***ing tired of it. These people just really me off. Like, how do you expect me to a chicken if you're going to be delivering me raw f***ing chicken? You can't a wrong chicken cutlet. It doesn't feel right. You got to heat that sucker up in a microwave.
Listen, you don't want
for
chicken right now. It's got the flu.
Yo, the bird flu. Okay, fine. Have you ever tried to stick your in a pork chop? You know, like you're going to stuff it. You make the little pocket. We used to tell this kid in the meat room, you know, hey, you know, it feels just like a vagina if you, it feels just like if you heat it up a little bit, like 30 seconds in a microwave. And
All
dude
right.
was going to try it, okay? He was going to sit there and a pork chop. There, you can use that whole clip. That was a good 2 minutes of me being clean.
So I only get a minute for Facebook and YouTube now, or for
Why?
For Facebook, because it auto posts to Instagram.
Oh.
Instagram videos can only be a minute.
Bull crap.
Otherwise, it goes to Reels. Listen,
That shitty show that shows biographies of like, dead celebrities?
so I schedule the posts.
Right.
So
I don't know what that means.
I do them on Wednesday night and schedule them to post on Sunday, so I don't have to work on Sunday. On Thursday.
No wonder we haven't been seeing them.
On Thursday, so that way I don't have to do double the work.
Oh, good for you.
So because of that, I can only have 1 minute video clips.
Lame.
Because Meta's software doesn't transfer to Reels. It only does Instagram.
Yeah, well, I'll go up there and say, hey, listen, Mark and Zuckerberg, you get out of your $80 billion mansion here and you come down here and you fix this f***ing video thing.
All right.
I want to do longer than a 1 minute video, not this f***ing...
So, Willie Nelson.
Yeah,
He has a new commercial.
This blew my mind because it's funny. It's a funny commercial. And they're like, this is now a service announcement from Willie Nelson. And it comes on, he goes, hello, I'm Willie Nelson.
You didn't play the commercial?
I don't know if I can find it. It's on Sirius.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, I I've always stood up for what I believe for and something that I feel is very important to Americans. Something that in my life provides me the most comfort, makes me feel great. A nice Skechers shoe. Because you think he's talking about weed. What are you looking for, the commercial?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, put like Willie
It
Nelson.
says Willie Nelson for Skechers legalized big game commercial.
Try that. See what it is. Let me kill this music. Hang on. All right, try it.
Hi, I'm Willie Nelson.
That's
I
it.
fought for the legalization of the one thing that can bring comfort to millions, Skechers. You see, Skechers shouldn't be illegal. They help so many.
Willie, I don't think Skechers are illegal anywhere.
But they feel so good, I just assumed the man made them illegal.
No.
Not even a little illegal, like you can wear them to a concert, but not to a kid's soccer game.
You can wear Skechers anywhere.
Well, pass the Skechers.
Skechers, legalized comfort.
Like, I just thought that was funny because you expect him to be like talking
Well,
about
and he's
weed.
wearing a legalized shirt in the commercial too. It says legalized. That's pretty. Listen, he must be running out of money or something. So.
I don't know.
I don't. I listen. That was actually pretty good. I like that.
Yeah, no, I thought it was funny. Like, that was before I broke the tractor today at church.
We're not gonna get into that. You
wanna
shouldn't tell everybody that you're doing it. That you
wanna
broke something.
No, I fixed it, but
All right. Now this one intrigued me when Josh said that he had a story about buying flowers for work. Because if you all know what Josh does, there's nothing that needs to happen with flowers.
well, no. So I had to buy them for like the office. They put them out in front of the building. But I'm the guy that
Because you're the guy that
I'm
that
like
has
the
to-
maintenance guy.
You're the guy. Yeah, but you're the guy to pick flowers of all people.
Well, so I go to a greenhouse place up
Okay.
on the Gordonagel Trail, Trail
Okay.
Gardens.
Mhm.
And I walk in, and last time I bought them, I went in, I said, I need a flower that can be in the sun for long periods of time. And they're like, oh, we have these purple Mama Dookies, or whatever the fuck they were.
Wow, dookies.
And I'm like, okay, great. So I walked in, and there's this dude looks like he should be cutting trees down in the forest, like he's Paul Bunyan's brother.
Lumberjack.
He's fucking huge, and he's
Yeah.
like I expect him to be like, oh, what are you looking for? And I was like, yeah, hi, I'm wondering, I don't know what I'm doing. I need a flower that can be in the sun that won't die. And I'm looking for it in a big pot. And he goes, oh, well, you've come to the right place. And I'm like, I'm in an alternate universe.
He
here.
wanted to plant your flowers, Josh.
And he's like, he's wearing his apron and stuff, but like it looked manly. And then he started talking. He's like, so over there we have the Latana. You could go with them. They're beautiful. We got the yellow. We got the yellow and the orange. Over we have the pink and the white.
You stereotype people so
That's
much.
what he talked like. I was there. Were you there?
Well, no, but
were you
saying,
hiding in the
You're saying just
arborvitae?
because he's just big buff, like
Well, I
he's supposed to have
expected him to
a
be
really
like-
deep voice.
Yeah, I mean, I expected him to be like, "Hey, how are you?" Not, "Hi, what's up?"
This is like in Grown Ups. In Grown Ups, when they go like the Canadian, he's like this muscle guy.
Oh
and-
yeah, hey ladies.
yeah.
Hey,
I'm from Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. What's up, lady?
Everything was on steroids except his voice. Same situation, right? Everything was on steroids except his voice.
But like, I asked him questions about flowers, and like, I hear. Hang on. You've come to the right place.
What, he's Australian?
And
Australian,
he's like,
mate?
Scottish, fucked an Australian, fucked a fairy and a leprechaun. And he's like, well, we could go over there, we could go over here. And I'm like, well, those are little pots. I want like a big-ass pot. And he goes, well, you have some big-ass pots over there. You could get the big-ass pot and put 3 little pots in the big-ass pot. And I'm like, all right, I'll do that. So I buy these flowers, and I go up, and I'm like, yeah, I need a bag of topsoil. And they're like, oh, well, would you like the alternative musk, or would you like the organic Maine peat? And I'm like, the brown kind?
The stuff that grows in my backyard.
And I'm like, I don't know. How about the stuff out of, like, Cressona? Do you have any of that? A nice $1.25 bag? And they're like, yeah, somebody go to the back. They're going to go for the Maine organic. Maine organic, please. Like, I know it. And then I drive around the back of the building, and the guy's like, you here for the Maine organic? I'm like, is it brown? I don't fucking know. But it was just weird. It was so, like, they have their own... And I get it, because, like, they're specialists. But the 300-pound lumberjack ferryman threw me off, because he was just so, like... I expected him to be like, well, you want a pot? You put some fucking dirt in it, asshole. This guy was just like, hey there! Okay, so we're going to plant these flowers in the dirt. You got to water them. You got to feed them. You got to make sure they get the sun.
I doubt he was like that.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
He blew me when I bought them.
All right, moving on, John.
And then he gave me a coupon for $5 off in July.
This story went a different direction than I thought it was.
Well, what do you think it was going to do?
I thought you literally, I just wanted to hear why you were buying flowers for the office, but.
I don't know. Because I had to. But they look pretty.
Well, so did the guy that's probably what he said to you. Oh, you look pretty.
You'd look good on the back of my ox.
Yeah.
What? What's that, Paul Bunyan?
That's more like, you'd look good on the back of my ox.
You look good on the back of my ox. Here's my ox. And it's like one of those little scooters. You could ride, bitch, any day for me. All right. Let me put some... And I said to him, I said, I know the flowers I got before, they were like purple and white and stuff. And I said they were kind of pretty. And he goes, yeah, purple and pretty. I don't know any of them. And I'm like...
Apparently he doesn't like purple.
Right. Okay,
He's not a fan of Barney.
And I said, well, now, if I was going to buy a Latana, where would I be? And he goes, over there. I'm like, oh. Oh, thanks. I don't know the fuck I'm looking at.
Oh, jeez. Don't criticize the guy.
I didn't. He was very helpful, but
Yeah.
it was not what I expected. You don't see Al Borland wearing a flannel shirt and getting that voice out of it. Like, it was weird.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think so, Tim.
No, it would have been like, I don't think so, girlfriend.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
All right. So, more work stories for Josh. So, tell me about this. So, this was a storage unit, correct?
Correct.
All right. Tell me about it.
All right, so I get a service call, and it says, dead battery, Route 61, Origsburg. I'm like, boy, they really narrowed it down there. And then there's a section that says driver notes. It says, in a parking lot.
Oh, good. Great.
Now I know where you're talking. You mean the parking lot on 61 in Origsburg.
Because there's no parking lots there, yeah.
Gotcha. Because,
for folks that don't understand that, Route 61 is basically the main thoroughfare in Schuylkill County.
It's a busy road, and there's businesses on both sides of it.
For 30 miles.
Like, you're going to tell me, that one
And Origsburg is what? Probably a 6, 7, 8 mile stretch of highway.
It's a good mile stretch, and there's more than one business on it.
Yeah, lots of business. There's a hospital.
So I'm calling the number, and it goes right to a voicemail. I'm like,
of course.
Cool. How am I going to find this fucking guy? So I drive down to where, because they'll put like longitude, latitude coordinates in, and I drive there. Puts me in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, I'm leaving. Fuck it. There's nobody here. Like, I'm not going to get out and be like, hello, are you in the woods? Like, it's not a deer. His fucking, hooves aren't bad. Like, so I leave. Like, turn around. I drive 2 miles up the road heading north. The same thing comes back on my thing. It's the same name, the same phone number, same everything, same information, same address. I'm like, how am I going to find this guy if you don't answer the fucking phone? And it's like a Monday morning. And I'm like, it's so weird. Whatever. So I block my phone number call, and the dude picks up. And I'm like, and he's like, hello? And I'm like, I think his name was like Dan or something. I'm like, is this Dan? Yeah. I was like, do you need road service or what? Because you don't have an address in here. You don't have any information. For me to find you, I'm going to kind of need that information, and you need to pick up the phone when I call you. So I've been trying to reach you for the past 40 minutes. I'm sorry, man. I was trying to save, like... It was a rough night last night. Like, I'm picturing something in my head already. I'm like, okay, whatever. And he had, like, a 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan, which, for those of you that don't know, it's the Volkswagen SUV. They're not cheap.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And he goes... We're in the, where, like, the storage units are? Like, yeah. We're back there, behind them. And I'm like,
oh, God.
Oh, boy. So I pull up, and the windows are all fogged up. There's handprints all over the windows. So I'm kind of thinking, like, Titanic was going on back here.
Last night or this morning?
I don't know when. I mean, whatever.
Were you thinking this guy was going to be naked when he popped out?
I didn't know what to think or what was going to pop out. So
that's when you have your camera ready, Josh.
I walk up to the door, and the door opens, And it's this fucking, like, smoking hot babe. Way too hot to be with a fucking loser who lives in a storage unit.
So this guy actually lives in the storage unit?
I don't know, but I'm thinking because he's like, yeah, we're here all the time. Like, we just chill here.
No, he probably's got mom and dad. How old is he?
Probably is still 20s, 30s, early 20s.
So he probably lives with mom and dad, goes to the storage unit to hang out and have sex.
And he's like, he's passed out in a passenger seat. Like, legit, passed out. Like, unconscious passed out. And she's like, yeah, this is my car. And I just, like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I always ask the same question. Do you have issues? Blah, 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 blah. She's, well, like, we don't drive it. We hang out in it. And I'm like, okay. I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what that means, but okay.
Yeah.
So I get the car running. She's like, could you put a battery in it? And I'm like, all right, well, let me see if it even needs one. So I get out my thing and start to test it. The battery's fine. I said, when's the last time you drove the car? Well, we've been sitting here with just, like, the key turned on, listening to the radio for, like, a day. I'm like, don't do that.
They were having sex all day.
Drive the car. And she's like, babe. And she's, like, trying to smack him out of unconsciousness. So I don't know if they were, like, I'm assuming they were on something. But, like, he was a big fucking hairy beast. And she was way too hot to be with him.
Listen, when it's that
I don't
big,
get it.
Some people like that, and maybe it was that big, Josh.
Yeah, mine's that small, and I'm a good-looking dude. So you would think
I
they'd go
beg
with
to
my
differ.
face and, like, be disappointed on delivery. But it just pissed me off.
Listen, not every smoking hot girl is attracted to a smoking hot guy.
I know that.
Yeah, so
I see that. Because they're all with fat losers from
there's
high
some
school.
people that I question gave you a chance, and, you know.
Which ones? The redhead?
Kristen, the redhead.
Kristen?
Yeah.
I didn't date a Kristen.
No? Oh, no. No, hang on. Sorry.
You're getting your boyfriend.
Megan.
Well, she was no prize.
Meh.
What?
Okay, maybe not. All right. Listen, that was a long time ago. All right, what are you going to play, like the Moo symbol or something?
No. I'll tell you what she is. Hang on.
You're going to play Cuckoo Clock?
No. Something better.
Maybe.
No, it's coming.
That's what you were saying all the time. No, she rode horses.
I'm Mr. Red.
That's so mean, Josh. You slept with her.
We didn't sleep.
No shit.
I rode her.
Yeah.
Bareback.
Yeah. Listen, Amber listens to this podcast.
I don't think
Your
so.
horrible history.
I don't-
Man whore.
I think she was very gummy. Like, I felt like every time she smiled, I should put a carrot
Stop.
in her mouth.
Stop. Stop. I don't even know. Where is she now?
I don't know. I don't follow her. This is so what it was, because she had that long bobby hair.
Didn't she
ponytail
ride
thing.
horses? Like, legit? Like, work with
Yeah.
horses?
Yeah. Oh, there was a gross story with her. I was going and messing around, and I ended up... Poop was on my finger when I was done. It was gross. Like, I was doing the OK symbol with the finger and the water
much
droplets, okay? And I pulled out, and it looked like I had my hand in a Nutella jar.
The wrong hole, Josh.
No, it wasn't the wrong hole. She doesn't take a bath correctly, I guess. Or she took a dump before
Maybe
I got
that's-
there that day.
Maybe that's a yeast infection,
So
Josh.
it tasted weird. But
Stop. TMI, dude. Stop.
I wiped it.
Can we move on from this
I
conversation?
wiped it on her quilt on her bed.
Stop. Stop.
Like,
God. TMI. Stop. All right.
but seriously, just picture that. Like,
No, I do not want to picture this.
behind
Because you're
them-
probably doing this in your pickup truck that I've rode in before.
No. This was in her barn. Literally.
Well, that
makes sense
You probably
now.
stuck it in a horse's ass.
No, it was definitely not. Like,
Oh,
it wasn't as hairy as a horse's ass. And I didn't have to move a tail out of the way.
Oh, my God. Well, if the horse is taking a shit, its tail's up.
Well, yeah, but she wasn't taking a shit.
All right.
She
All right.
had
All right.
already
All right.
taken
All right.
it.
We're done with this
But she
conversation.
was literally just you
All
can
right.
picture like that gummy smile with the big horse teeth, like a bit's in her mouth. You just stick a carrot or a piece of celery or.
Yeah, it was probably about the size of
Actually,
a
what I
carrot.
used to do is I'd be going to town and I'd reach forward and feed her an apple.
You are so bad, dude. That is so terrible.
You like that, baby? Then at the end, I would take her out
Pull
and
it on her, babe.
give her some oats. She was into outdoor sex, so I was wondering why her head was in the
Oh, my
bushes.
God.
Here she's eating my mom's begonias.
We'll write that one down. Should I put eating my mom's begonias?
How do you spell that?
I don't know, but we'll figure it out.
Begonia. Does that make me a clopper? Because I fuck a pony?
Oh, God.
Dude, I used to get like one of those little saddle bags.
God, this is going to outrage me like these freaking people that dressed up like horses. What show was that? That was a long time ago. That was season 1.
That was like episode 8 or
Yeah,
something.
that was a long time ago. Yeah, you coordinated all that shit too. Holy hell. God. All right. Are you ready for trivia? Are you ready for trivia?
PETA's going to come after us now.
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't eat him. I just fucked him.
Listen, somebody that's friends with her, that's friends with us, that listens to the show, if
No,
that's
I'll get-
possible.
she'll
we're
start
gonna-
stalking me now.
We're gonna like start getting into shit.
She was
with
in the
this.
military, too, so she'll
Oh,
probably...
really? I didn't know that.
She'll pop up out of a bush and cut my throat with
Yeah,
like one of those
You better be careful, man.
wire things.
Sniper. All right, so
Ooh.
here we go. So,
I
wait,
think-
I forgot to write down what day it is.
I think I'd hear her feet coming.
All right. Well, since Josh isn't going to do it.
It is AC's birthday,
Oh,
ladies
there
and
it
gentlemen.
is. Obviously,
Happy birthday to you.
Really?
Happy birthday.
Listen, I want the happy birthday, Mr. President thing.
Okay, fine. Hang on.
Oh, God, here we go.
Happy birthday, Mr. Co-host. Happy birthday, Mr. Co-host.
Josh is making love to the microphone.
Happy birthday, AC the podcast guy. Happy birthday. Let's do it horsey back style to you.
Jesus Christ. All right, along with it, God, I feel old. I'm 34 today. So
That's right. And actually, there are famous people that share the birthday with you. We're going to...
Oh, that's right. So, well, hang on. Let me do the
We'll do
days,
the day of the
and
week,
then,
and then
and then
I'll-
Josh can get that up. So, so it is Republic Day in Italy. It is. So this is actually very ironic. I must say this because my mom calls me Bubba, but so Bubba is actually a nickname or a pet name given to someone as a term
horseshoe
of
fuck.
endearment.
Oh.
A term of endearment. So,
I just used to call her Nellie.
it apparently is National I Love My Dentist Day, National Leave the Office Early Day. I'm actually off today. National Rocky Road Day. Of course, there's a lot of food things on my birthday. National Rotisserie Chicken Day. It is.
You look good in a rotisserie, spinning around
and
slowly.
it is also American Indian Citizenship Day, which happened in 1924. But it is also National Moonshine Day.
Woo.
Those are things that share my birthday. National Moonshine Day has gotten over 1,000 shares.
So we have notable birthdays.
I think isn't a queen on my birthday?
Latifah? No, I don't know.
No.
Let's see. Celebrity birthdays from Madison.com. Abby Wambach. Who the fuck that?
Can you give relevant people?
She's a gold medal soccer player. Oh, what the hell's this?
By the way, if you all didn't know what day today is, it is June 2nd.
Andy Cohen.
Oh, really? I share birthday with Andy Cohen.
Why is it making me fucking do that? I don't want this shit. Oh, motherfucker. Let me find a list I don't gotta fucking pay for. Alright, here we go. What the hell?
I have it.
No. I'm doing this. It's my tribute to you, goddammit.
Well, my sheet has birthdays.
Well, wait, I'm in the 30s right now. I'm getting there. Hang on. You do some of yours.
Well, it's loading June right now.
All right, hang on. Oh, here we go. Who the fuck's Wentworth Miller?
I don't know. This for June 2nd, it only says Charlie Watts.
Peter Sutcliffe, Don't know who that is. Miranda Bakari. AJ Styles. He's a wrestler.
Yeah.
We know him. Judge Jeannie Pirro.
Okay.
Wayne Brady.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Let's see. Justin Long. He played. He was in that movie. Whatchamacallit? Fuck.
Oh, that one. I like that movie.
Fuck. I can't think of what it's called.
Not relevant, Josh.
Accepted, because I played clips of that from. That's in one of my screaming clips.
Okay.
Dennis Haysbert.
I don't know these people.
The dude. Okay, he played Serrano from Major League. Pedro Serrano, and he also does the Allstate commercials. The guy with the black dude with the
the
deep
really
voice.
deep voice. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Martha Washington. She's pretty hot.
200 years ago.
Lex Luger. Dana Carvey. Andy Cohen.
Dana Carvey.
Actor Jerry Mathers. Jules, whatever. Don't know who that is. 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 Mayuki Sawasori. She's a voice actor. Right. Nikki Cox. Velvet Sky. She's a wrestler. Very, very attractive. Let's see. Don't know who that loser is. Don't know who that loser is. Madison Who. Rapper Be Real. What the hell just happened?
Oh, you just got a virus.
What the hell? Okay, there it is. Woo!
Oh, it's probably because I turned the TV off.
Yeah, it might have been. Fuck it.
Josh, his computer
Don't
just
ever
shut
do that
off.
again.
That's pretty good.
But my favorite one that you share a birthday with. Oh, no. It fucked my whole computer up now.
Did it really?
Yeah, it made it like super slow. Why would you touch that?
Sorry.
You could have kept it on.
I didn't think it was going to mess up your computer.
Me either, but now you know. Why would
You want me to turn the TV back on?
No! Don't. The computer will blow up. No. Page unresponsive. And now you fucked the screen up again. I'm going to kill you. You did, you fucking bitch.
No, now it's like, I don't know what's going on.
Kill you. Why would you do this to me? Come on.
Listen, I didn't know I was going to do that.
You
Sorry,
fucking
dude.
know not to mess with my. I don't mess with your shit.
Because nothing's connected to you.
Don't fuck with mine.
Listen, I'm going to pull the plug on all your shit.
Yeah, oh, great. Well, you don't have to. You fucking turn the
Just
power
turn the power.
off.
I literally turned the TV off. But the challenge is Josh has his computer hooked up to the TV.
Yeah, well, that's going to change. I'm done with this
For
bullshit.
a second monitor.
Hang on.
Yeah.
It's not
All
my
right.
second monitor.
All right,
It's
I'm going to
the
go
community
into
monitor.
I'm going to go into trivia. We're done with the birthdays.
No, we're not, because
Yes,
I
we're-
had something to fuck up here. So just
And
wait
you
2
fucked it
seconds.
royally.
Here it is.
We're running out of time.
Here it is. Beetlejuice did this rap song with Snoop Dogg.
Beetlejuice, y'all.
Oh, yeah, I can do it doggy style. There's no problem with that.
Representing for Beetlejuice. He in the back and his dick sucked.
She got this big dick in her.
Give her the juice, the Beetlejuice.
So right now you want me to turn the TV off?
No! Just listen to the words of this.
This is so inappropriate. Can you stop? Stop. I will cut the sound.
Why? You could
Stop. Not appropriate. Not necessary.
You could sing the same song on your birthday. AC get his dick sucked. AC want to get a puck.
Baby said she wanna get picked up. Beetlejuice said he wanna get his dick sucked.
This is AC
Picked up.
on the show. AC.
I'm going to go into trivia a while.
AC's
right, I'm
getting
going
his
into
dick sucked.
trivia.
Oh, yeah. AC's getting
going-
his dick sucked. Oh, yeah.
Going
AC's
into
getting-
trivia.
All you got to do now is kill my... Turn the TV off. No. I turned it off. Relax.
Let me turn the TV off.
No. Don't. Now. It's working again.
All right.
There's some Indian guy on my screen. They'll come to hotels like they go
Yeah,
to
he's
bar.
the one that shut the computer down. All right.
No,
So
that was the FCC.
trivia for tonight. So this item is the obvious
Salmon?
go to. They don't. That's people got to remember what we did last week. This obvious snack is the go-to movie snack for Americans, and it's easy to assume everyone else does this too. However, in Colombia, this is the popular option. This is a 3-parter, and in Korea, there's another snack. Sorry, it actually might be a 4-point.
I'm going to say bats.
And then China, they eat something else.
Oh, so they eat bats. What are the other countries?
So I have Korea, China, Colombia.
All right, hang on. Korea, China, Colombia.
Yeah. So what is their go-to snack, and what is the American go-to snack? That should be the obvious one, but it is not the obvious one for the rest of the world. So that is your trivia for tonight. Over to you, sir.
I was writing my answers down.
Okay.
What is a group of crows known as? The bird. Not the old people that are at the Cracker Barrel on a Sunday morning.
All right.
That's a different group of crows.
All right. Answers coming up.
All right. Now, I'm going to go into my Into clip. This is actually a preview of Joey Callahan on his Dry Bar comedy special. I did speak with him earlier about this. He said it's very watered down because of all the places you have to do your comedy special. He said, why not do one in Provo, Utah? And they wanted it to be pretty clean. So anyway, here we go. This is why you never go into a honeymoon resort by yourself. I think this is actually, and I'm going to ask him when we have him on next week, if this is in reference to the Pocono resort thing. So anyway, here we go.
My family, I've been on the road for a little bit. I did a honeymoon resort where it was all couples. And I checked into my room, and in my room, in the center of my room, was a champagne glass-shaped jacuzzi bathtub. Giant. Nothing says loser more than being by yourself in a room with a giant jacuzzi-shaped bathtub. I called my wife. She says, are you going to go in it? I went, no, there is not enough Clorox in the world that can convince me. I don't care if I have a hazmat suit from Chernobyl. I am not going in that jacuzzi martini-shaped bathtub, I'll tell you that right now. Do a lot of places all over it. Sometimes it's really rural, right? I'm a city guy, but sometimes my gigs take me to rural. I went to one place where I was so far out there, I came upon a shopping center. It was a Cracker Barrel across from a Walmart next to a dollar store. It was like a white trash trifecta. I was in upstate New York. There was a country store. I'm not making it up. The country store had a sign that said, guns, ammo, ice cream. Fun for the whole family. We're going to get some mint chocolate chip, some Rocky Road, and an AK-47 for Grandma. Everybody's happy. Been to Europe. I performed in Europe. I love performing in Europe except for one country. Can you guys guess the country? France. Very astute young man, exactly. By no fault of my own. First time I was there, I was taking pictures by the Eiffel Tower. This French guy bumps into me, looks at me like it's my fault, and then walks away. Fortunately, being from Philadelphia, I got some training on how to handle this little problem. I yell real loud, hey you with the attitude. The entire country of France turned around and looked at me. And then they surrendered. My favorite country in Europe to perform is Scotland. Yeah. So why do you find that funny, sir? Okay, fair enough. We're on the same wavelength. I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, I agree with you. It's like Ireland without any relatives. I had to perform. They're nuts with the soccer over there. I don't get the soccer. We as Americans, I mean, maybe he's kind of on the fringe, but in the world, they're nuts with the soccer. We're Americans. We have a World Series and nobody else is allowed to play in it. Think about that one, let it settle. I had to perform for the premier fans of Glasgow Celtic versus Ranger. Have you guys ever seen a Scottish soccer fan? It's like watching the biggest NFL fan you've ever seen on steroids. I'm standing next to this guy, he's screaming, veins are pie. He's like, run, let's see some defense, go back to Edinburgh, man. This was just a guy standing in line to get a soda.
little bit of a taint tickler. Maybe? No? Oh, you're checked out already. I realized we've been an hour into this show. We have 15 minutes yet. Hang in there. I expect feedback during these articles.
I'm here.
All right. So Joey mentioned not enough Clorox in the world, but you know Clorox has a strong smell. Might actually hinder your breathing. And oddly enough, there was a man struggling to breathe. And when he went to the ER, they found out there was a tooth growing in his nose.
What?
This redefines nasal cavity. A man who was struggling to breathe was flabbergasted after surgeons at Mount Sinai Hospital discovered a half-inch long tooth growing inside his right nostril. The 38-year-old New York man had reported to the doctor after experiencing breathing difficulties for several years, according to the New England Journal of Medicine. After an examination, it revealed that the patient had a deviated septum when the partition between the nasal passages is pushed to one side, as well as bone-like growths in the nose. These complications were vexing, as the patient didn't have any facial trauma or abnormalities. In order to get to the root of the problem, oral and maxillofacial dental surgeons conducted a rhinoscopy. The nasal exam was done via a tube-like instrument with a light and a lens on the end, whereupon they discovered a hard, non-tender white mass poking through his right nostril floor. And this is so disgusting to look at, but just look at that. Oh,
that's gross.
The man had a 15 millimeter ectop. He had a fucking tooth in his nose. The condition was exceedingly rare and normally entails teeth sprouting through the jawbone under the gum line rather than into the nose. This condition affects 0.1 to 1% of the population. Talk about unlucky. It remains unclear what caused the nasal tooth. Doctors have blamed trauma and infections, along with a cleft lip or cleft palate, a split in the roof of your mouth, or other injuries like that. Thankfully, doctors were able to remove the incisor from the nasal cavity, and a follow-up in 3 months after the surgery will determine how the surgery went. This isn't the first time someone had a nose colonized by a errant carrot cruncher. In 2019, a man who had lost his sense of smell was stunned after doctors pulled a culprit tooth out of his nostril. So apparently it happens to 0.1% of people. And from there, we move on to a less disgusting story. A monkey escaped its owner at a Dollar General in Texas. Police in Texas were asking the public to be on the lookout for a 7-month-old capuchin monkey that escaped from its owner at a Dollar General store. Listen to the store manager's name. The store manager at the Dollar General, named Lawrence Jolly, said the monkey's owner had come into the store to buy bottled water. She came and bought a bottle and said it was for her pet monkey. She goes outside, she feeds her monkey. The monkey bit her and took off. Jolly said the diaper-wearing simian headed into the wooded area behind the store. The monkey, whose name is Boss, is 7 months old and is in training to become a service ant. I want a service monkey.
No, you don't. They're nasty.
That would be cool. I'm gonna buy a capuchin monkey.
Go for it, Josh.
The podcast monkey. We can
shit
hang
everywhere.
We can hang a cage up there. Your dog shits everywhere. What's the difference? I guess monkeys don't eat French fries, probably, right?
Probably not.
Polk County Animal Control has been looking, and in order to catch him, they have set a trap with bananas to not harm the monkey. Again,
I like bananas.
I know you do. We did a story a while ago, and if they would call in the man with the yellow hat, that monkey would be back within 2-3 hours.
Oh my God.
Curious George stole a fucking dump truck, and they caught him. He went to the baseball game. He caught him. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't call a celebrity. Or what the hell's going on with my fucking phone now? Oddly enough, in Texas, it is legal to own monkeys. I thought slavery was done.
Stop.
What?
Stop.
Isn't that what they used to call them back in the day?
Stop.
Well, that was Alabama, but still. Texas wasn't one of the 13 colonies, but still. Anyway, that's what's happening.
Jesus. You always got to throw that little bit in there.
What?
Gotta always throw that a little
Come
bit
on,
in
how
there.
cool would it be to get pulled over, drunk driving? I would switch seats quick with a monkey.
Oh, my God.
Do you know how fast you're going?
All right, so if we recall a couple of weeks ago, I talked about somebody was like a company was giving away, like if you got a tattoo of their stuff. I don't remember which company it was, but now Duke's has what's that?
Eggo.
Was it Eggo? I don't think it was
fucking
Eggo.
know.
But now Duke's mayonnaise has jumped on that bandwagon.
If you get a tattoo of some mayonnaise on your arm,
So you might not think there's a lot of competition for the title of most tattooed brand of mayonnaise, but Duke's isn't taking any chances. In order to build its lead over whatever the second most tattooed brand of mayonnaise is, it partnered with a tattoo shop near its Richmond, Virginia headquarters to offer free Duke's-themed ink last Friday.
I would come on my arm and tell them to tattoo around it.
Duke's previously announced the Friday the 13th event on Instagram, and Yellowbird Tattoo, which is a very popular tattoo shop in Richmond,
Sure it is.
filled out free tat spots in just over an hour. They also received over 1,000 requests for the wait list, and so many people tried to put their names down, Yellowbird had to bring an extra receptionist.
You may not always like what I give
By the
you.
time the artists turned off their tattoo guns and called it a day on Friday, almost 70 people had been inked with one of the free Dukes-related designs. According to
Which
NBC,
were what? Do they have pictures of it?
Yeah, so one's like a rose with a Duke's mayonnaise container popping out of it. It actually looks pretty cool. Another one has like Dukes with a hand and a knife. Actually, they're pretty cool. They're cool. According to NBC 12, one customer drove 5 hours from Tennessee to the Virginia Capitol to get fully duked. I love mayonnaise, and all my buddies hate mayonnaise, and that was enough for me. Dude, I should get mayonnaise added somewhere into my arm. The rules.
I guess it's better than having it on your face,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. The rules for the event
help me milk my pickle.
were simple. Participants could only choose one of roughly 40 different Dukes designs, and it had to be placed on either an arm or a leg, and the size of the tattoo couldn't be altered from how they were drawn on the flash sheet.
Kotex is doing the same thing. If you get a bloody tampon tattooed on your forearm, they give you a lifetime supply of Kotex.
In keeping with Yellowbird's aesthetic, all the Duke's work was done in the traditional style of tattooing, and the designs included a Grim Reaper with a jar of Dukes for the face, a snail with a jar of Dukes instead of the shell, or words "Death before Hellman's" written on a scroll in front of the table, in front of a table knife. We tried to push the envelope while honoring the bold, southern, and fun spirit of Duke's. Yellowbird owner Joseph Friesman said, "We're a passion brand. We're a cult brand." Duke's brand manager Rebecca said told WTVR, "It's more than just a mayonnaise. It's really how you know and how it fits into our lives." And thanks to several dozen enthusiastic Duke lovers, they're even closer to that most tattooed brand of mayo thing. So there you go. So we had another tattoo shop that got basically just volunteered to do that. Listen, it's a free tattoo, dude. I don't care if I gotta have Dukes on my arm. All right, so listen to this shit. So
I'm
Dunkin'
listening.
Donuts and Beyond are being sued by a Philadelphia plant-based company. So last week,
Sounds like you got some Dukes in your throat.
Yeah, Vegadelphia Foods, which is a Philadelphia-based company officially known as Sonnet Corporation, sued Beyond Meat as well as the parent company of Dunkin' over the slogan "Great Taste Plant-Based," which was used by them in 2019. Was used by Dunkin' when they launched the Beyond Sausage Breakfast Sandwich, which was horrible, by the way.
Could you imagine getting a sausage tattooed on your arm?
Vegadelphia,
I get it right on my cheek.
Vegadelphia alleges the phrase, as well as other campaign similarities, in interference on their own "Where Great Taste is Plant-Based" slogan, which they used since 2013 and received a federal trademark for 2013. In their complaint, which was filed at the U.S. District Court in Florida, Vegadelphia argues that not only was the slogan imitation of Vegadelphia's trademark, but that Dunkin' and Beyond Meat are also used. They also used placement and imagery in their branding. Basically, they stole almost the exact same thing that they did for Vegadelphia. So the filing even points to Snoop Dogg's involvement in this. In November 2019, the TV commercial, the star's first line as he hands a sandwich to the customer from the register was, "You want to eat plant-based, great taste, fresh out of the oven?" According to the article, Vegadelphia alleges that the United States Patent and Trademark Office itself confirmed the likelihood of the confusion between the parties' marks on June 12, 2020, and rejected an attempt to Beyond Meat to trademark the phrase plant-based, great taste. Vegadelphia's filing states that the conservative estimate, hey, you want to pay attention over there?
Oh, I'm sorry. We're still talking about mayonnaise tattoos?
Of revenue made from a sandwich exceeds $135 million over the course of just the initial 6 months in sales, which defendants enjoying a combined estimated 60% profit margin and other financial gains. Vegadelphia is asking for all or some of Vegadelphia's damages, a reasonable royalty on infringing sales, an equitable portion of the infringer's profits, statutory damages, punitive damages under state law, attorney's fees, and costs.
Take off your clothes.
So in a comment to Reuters, Vegadelphia said that Dunkin' and Beyond blatant use of their slogan and lack of response gave us the impression that they felt like they are above the law. A Dunkin' spokesperson said that they do not comment on pending litigation, and Beyond Meat has yet to reply for comment. Meanwhile, Dunkin' essentially axed the Beyond Meat within a year due to poor sales. So, sorry, it was like 2 years, but... and then just the last thing I have, it is kind of food related, but just wanted to talk about. So obviously the Starbucks bullshit happening in upstate New York. Now
the unions.
Now the NLRB is getting involved because
what the hell's that?
National Labor Relations Board, who oversees unionization. Okay, they oversee the compliance between businesses and unionization. Well, Starbucks didn't do the smart thing by for their people initially, which is the reason why unions are there now.
Okay.
Now they fired people.
What?
Starbucks started releasing people. Oof. So Starbucks' ongoing battle, and which in a union is very particular how you release people from their duty. So ongoing battle with union organizers is now moving into federal court. On Friday, the National Labor Relations Board announced they were taking legal action against the coffee giant, claiming that Starbucks had illegally retaliated against 3 employers that were participating in protected activity as part of their unionization efforts from Starbucks Workers United, which is their union now.
So what would the protected activity be? Drinking Dunkin' Donuts?
No. So employees have fundamental rights to choose whether or not they want to be represented by the union without resistance or coercion by the employer. The faith of Starbucks employees nationwide in workplace democracy will not be restored unless these employees are immediately reinstated under the protection of the federal court order. Immediate injunctive relief is necessary to ensure that the employer does not profit nationwide from its illegal contact, to protect the employee's Section 7 rights, to preserve the board's remedial power, there's a lot in here. So
they did something they're not supposed to do, being a union.
So there are a lot of things that you can and can't do to employees. And when you have
anal,
there are generalized things that they're just, Josh, it's good business practices, right? That you can and can't do. And it doesn't specifically say in the article. Hang on. So it says, okay, so here, so this is the perfect thing that happens. So one employee was disciplined, suspended, and discharged, and another one was constructively discharged.
What is constructively discharged?
And third was placed on unpaid leave of absence after revoking recently granted accommodations. As a result, regional director of the NLD has petitioned the court, asking the court to immediately reinstate these. So when it comes to disciplining with a union, when it comes to disciplining, suspending, and discharging employees, you have to go through the union.
Yeah.
Because the union literally is there to protect the employees' rights. So I don't know if you ever worked for a union.
No, but
I've never worked for a union, but
Heather
I have to understand how unions work because of you have to understand that as a business, because if it were ever to be part of your business, you have to understand what is protected in rights, and unions protect those rights. Section 7 is posted in every workplace. Employees have rights, and you have to respect them. So when it comes to process with disciplining, you have to be thorough. But Starbucks, basically, this is what I'm saying about this, and I brought it up because it's a good topic for the podcast. Not only did they screw up in the beginning, which is why there's unions there, because the employees got fed up with how, like, the lack of basically managerial control.
Yeah.
Now they're screwing up again when they have, and it just, to me, it just means that their company doesn't understand what a union does, that it's protecting their employees.
Okay.
So I don't know if you heard, Starbucks, I believe, is also trying to liquidate those businesses, those franchises, because if they liquidate the franchise, so the union is only per restaurant, like per unit. It's not like Starbucks in general. I don't know if you know that.
No, yeah.
So it's by each, like, because I think each Starbucks, because it's a franchisee, it's like an LLC for each building. So they can liquidate us, and they're going to try and liquidate, but I'm sure they're going to get some loopholes there that are going to be a problem. But if they liquidate each business, then they're not unionized anymore. So, but Starbucks would probably get in a little bit of shit if they did that. So I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want Starbucks fucking throwing a lawsuit at us. But
if they're throwing a lawsuit at people who have 50
they got nothing else to do, right?
Fuck you.
Yeah. So, but the whole thing is like in my honest opinion, I'm not always the biggest fan of unions because they can be good and bad. They're great for employees, but
Look what happened to Jimmy Hoffa.
But as managers, Josh, it's tougher to be a manager with the union. But what I will say is, kudos to the union, because once they're in there, it's on them. You know, it's on them. I don't always support the unions, but I don't want to get too deep into it. But, you know, when you're a company, you have to, like, step up to the plate, you know, and once it's there, you have to do it right. The whole reason why you have unions in your business now is because you didn't treat your employees with respect. So that's why people voted to have a union, so that they can be treated fairly. So anyway,
more snowflakes.
No, it literally, Josh, is if you read the reason why unionization became a thing is because the leadership and the oversight wasn't there until the talk of unions came about. That's why it came about. And in my workplace, I'm fortunate because we talk about it all the time, and we're a people-first company. We're people-driven, and we're people-first. So we treat our people with respect, so that way they don't feel that they need to do that because they have what they need from us, essentially. But when you work for a company that doesn't treat, like, listen, your employer, do you feel like they treat you well?
Fuck yeah.
Right. And what they give you is beneficial. You know, you don't have issues with what they do. And so there's no need for you to ever think about that or consider it, right? Because they're treating you with respect. When you don't do it, this is where it winds up being. And then the unfortunate part is that union organizers they target companies like that they know that people are being treated unfairly. They target people, you know, and that's the unfortunate part. So there's a ton more I could go into, but I'm not going to because I don't want to say too much, but because I don't want to feel like I support unions, but I'm not against unions either. You know, I think as a manager, it's very difficult to work with them.
You were married, I was married.
Yeah. But yeah. But I again, the people that are in unions, a lot of it has done a lot for them.
I mean, we've been in a civil union for how long now?
All right. So not going too much on that, but that is it for my stories for this week. So back to trivia. You're going to have to loop that outro for a long time.
We still have another 3 minutes left.
All right. So this obvious go-to movie snack for Americans that may be easy to assume that it's for everyone else. I'm going to give you the answers. Do you have the answers to the rest? So Colombia, Korea, and China actually are not the go-to. So the go-to American snack would be?
Popcorn.
Yes, popcorn. But what do you think it is for Colombia, Korea, and China?
Oh, it's all the same thing?
No, they're different.
So Colombia, I said popcorn.
Nope.
China, I said bats. And
nope.
Korea, I said rats.
All
bats
right,
and rats and popcorn. Oh, my.
So Colombia, dried ants.
Okay.
All right, they are what they eat in the movie theater. In Korea, dried cuttlefish.
The fuck is a cuttlefish?
You look it up. And dried salted plums in China.
Bullshit. Bat brains.
Dried salted plums. All right, your trivia, sir.
Hang on, I want to look up a cuttlefish.
Trivia first. Trivia.
What's a group of crows?
I don't know.
A murder.
Oh, maybe I did know that. Okay. All right. That is your trivia for this week. And that is also, so why don't you give a plug?
One more time, ladies
One
and
more
gentlemen.
time.
Stay tuned. Season 3 is going to open with a bang. We have
Special
our first
guest.
ever real comic.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, we've heard me.
Yeah.
Joey Callahan, friend of mine, he will be joining us on the show. Probably for most of the show, he said. He'll stick around for the whole shebang, he says.
Okay.
So
make sure you check out his special. You said it's Amazon Prime, right?
Yeah, it's like $4, but don't be a fucking cheapskate, people. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, support him. He's doing our show for free, so please support us.
Free.
Yeah.
We really can't give him much of anything.
Yeah.
He's only going to help our show. So, Joey Callahan, funny guy. You can find him on YouTube. He has his website, joeycallahan.com. Check him out on there. He is on Facebook, so you can find him on there, too. All the places you normally find people. But watch his Dry Bar comedy special, The Notorious FOD. Watch the special to know what that's about. Yeah, but he will be on next week, so check us out.
Yeah, give that special a watch.
Leave comments on his YouTube, he said.
Yeah, so please get out and watch him so you know what to expect for next week. I'm excited for it. Josh got me pumped up for this. I'm excited. It's something different. We're hoping to start off season 3. Maybe we could do a couple more of this with Josh's friends that he has through the comedy world, but we definitely want to get this going, and Joey's going to kick it off for us, so we're excited for that. But let's not forget, this is it, folks. This is the season finale of number 2. So
I didn't think we'd make it to number 2.
Everybody, as we said in the 100th episode, it's a huge milestone that we got to 100. We're now finishing up our second season, and they go for a year. It's not like we're doing 6 at a time and then ending a season. Like, this is legit, folks. Every week for 2 years. We appreciate each one of you tuning in with us and all the listeners we've gained through the time. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. You just killed the music.
I know I did. I did
okay.
that for a reason.
Yeah, but it's been such a pleasure to bring this show to you for 2 years. What better way to end it on my birthday, essentially? But we really, really look forward to you. But we really hope that you folks stick around for season 3. We're going to try and do even more things with season 3. We've got season 2 ended with video. We've got so much more that we do now with all this. Our 100th episode, we had 5 people at the studio at the same time. Well, 1 virtually, but just hopefully we've come a long way. We've proved it to you that we're committed to this and everything like that. So I can't say more about it. We don't want to just keep going on about this, but I don't know if you want to say anything to the folks for the season 2 finale.
Just remember, folks, it's been a long way, but we'll see you again.
Yep. So that will be it, folks, of the season finale for season number 2, episode number 52 of The Dead End with Josh and AC. joshandac.podbean.com. And for the last time on season 2, we are if you're already listening to us, but in case you wanted to change it up, we're on Apple Podcasts, we're on iTunes, we're on the Podbean app, we're on Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn, Castbox, Pandora, iHeartRadio. Josh, what did I miss over there? Samsung, Google Podcasts.
Player FM.
Player FM. I got tuned in already. And then we are available through your Alexa with Amazon Music, Josh.
Find us on Facebook, Josh and AC Podcast, or simply at Josh and AC. You can also find us on Instagram, Josh and AC Podcast, or send us an email, Josh and AC Podcast @gmail.com. Want to send a big thanks out to Ryan and Frank and Zach and Amber and Melissa and Eric and Kareen when you're still here, and Jerry, the voice of our show, and Vinny,
your mom,
my mom, Santa, who?
Matt.
Oh yeah, Matt.
Yep.
I didn't see you there, Matt. Sorry,
Matt. So shout out to Darren and Kurt. They're my scouting friends that listen to our show. At least I know Darren listens to it. I think Kurt does too.
Would like to thank the Phoenixville Police Department for not arresting us yet.
Yeah, but everybody, it's been a pleasure bringing these 104 episodes to all of you.
Never missed a week, and we plan to keep that streak alive.
Yep. Stay tuned for
We're better than the Phillies.
Season number 3 coming to you next week, June 9th. Kickoff with a great comedian that has volunteered his time to come on our show. And we're totally looking forward to starting it off with a bang.
It's going to start off like no other season.
Yep.
Big things. We're thinking
things.
bigly for the next season.
Bigly.
We're going to do lots of bigly things, lots of great things,
Yep.
fantastic things, fantastic, great, big things,
Yep.
many big, great things, lots of great, big things.
And don't forget to check out our YouTube page, like and subscribe.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube page.
Yep.
Lots of big things on there.
Yep. But
big things.
we are going to officially end it. Season 2.
Fantastic big things.
Stop.
Season 2. I could do this another 20 minutes.
I know. Season 2, that's a wrap, everybody. We will see you next week on our new season. Have a great week, everybody.
See you later.
First you both go out your way and the vibe is feeling stronger. What's small turn to a friendship turn to a bond, and that bond will never be broken. The love will never get lost.